Movies featured in the 18th French Film Festival opens in Philippine cinema starting today until Sunday. Joining us in the studio are Cultural Attaché of French Embassy Ariane Tricaud and Cultural Coordinator of Alliance Francaise de Manille Sabrina Durand to tell us more on this and other French cultural programs offered here in the country. Good morning to you both.
Good morning.
Thank you so much for joining us this morning. I understand French films are quite the themes that you present are quite similar to Filipino films, which focus a lot on relationships, particularly family and humor. What do we expect on the 18th Film Festival?
Well, as Mr. Ambassador Gilles Garachon said yesterday during the press conference that we had at Alliance Francaise, it's much more about the way French people are telling stories than the subject in itself that really matters, I guess.
Yes.
We will focus on relationships between family, relationships between friends, and but it's what we thought would be interesting for the people like here in the Philippines to experience is how do we talk about those relationships, and I think it's a different way of.
So how is it done? I mean, how do you present your stories in the French films?
Yeah, I think it's based on the human relationship. I think we didn't talk about. I think humor is a common point between Filipino and French people as well.
Yeah, that's very true. I think we do like to laugh about those relationships because
I think we have the lol in common with them.
Yeah, it's always a great way to give a message, like through humor and making fun of ourselves, because that's something we do have in common, like Filipino
like
and French
do
people.
here as well. We laugh at our own trials and problems here.
So I think the common thing, because we're gonna talk about music after, but something who's connecting Filipino and French, it's cinema, because Filipino cinema is really they love movies. And music. So.
What movies will you be showing in the French Film Festival?
So several movies. The one that we had last night for the opening, which is Le Prénom, What's in a Name, and it's
what's it about?
It's about a man who is going to be a father, and he arrives to this dinner with friends and family, and he's gonna come up with this huge joke about the name of his future son. And this is just the beginning of what really defines friendship and what defines a relationship in a family, I guess. So from a really tiny detail, like a name and what's in a name, you're gonna push through the whole atmosphere and relationships between people.
So what are the other movies which you will be showing, and how many movies all in all for this particular film festival?
Five of them.
Five of them.
Several screenings.
New films.
Yes.
Which were released last year in France.
All of them, came from the 2012 cinema year in France. That was the will of our ambassador to show like pretty recent movies. So apart from Le Prénom, we'll have Du vent dans mes mollets, Alceste à bicyclette,
Camille Redouble.
Camille Redouble.
Alceste à bicyclette, that's the back. It's a story of a comedian who's trying to bring his friend back to on stage. So they want to adapt a play by Molière.
A very famous one, and he's going to try to convince his friend to come back on stage. But I mean, like in every movie, it's not really
There's always like obstacles that go with it. Which ones are your favorite with what you're
I think
showing?
for me it's Camille Redouble.
Camille Redouble is really funny.
What is it about?
This is a story of a lady who is. She thinks her life is a total mess, and she wants to go back in the
past.
And one day she
did?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, I mean, she's in her 40s, and
one day she wakes up and she's 16 again.
So this is dealing with how we would
why we would change
change,
some things in our
or
lives.
like all the things that we would like to change about our life, things that we're not happy with, and how we're going to deal with our lives.
So I guess there are a lot of things. We can watch all these movies until Sunday, I understand, and it's
Absolutely.
It's a free admission.
Yes,
Free admission,
for all of them.
So maybe you can invite our viewers to watch.
Yes, please come to the French Film Festival. It's in Greenbelt 3, and it's running till Sunday. You're all welcome. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ariane. Thank you so much, Sabrina, for joining us this morning.
Okay.
Thank
Can we
you.
just say a word about Fête de la Musique?
Okay, Fête de la Musique.
Yeah. That will be next week. So it's a big music festival organized in Manila by Alliance Francaise and the French Embassy for almost 18 years. So Fête is a big music festival in France every June 21st to celebrate the arrival of spring. Everybody's playing music in the street, amateur, professional. So we bring Fête in Manila. So there will be a series of concerts organized in Makati and Avenue open parking. And we're going to have a lot of artists, Filipino,
And
like
French
major,
musicians as well.
French musicians as well. So we're going to have bands like Razorbacks, Musique, Abdamadan. They're going to play on the main stage. And we are working with 8 pocket venues who will feature different music genre. So it's free admission, free concerts. So we hope people
That's in
will
June
attend.
21.
It's
June 15.
June
June
15.
15.
Yeah.
All right.
Next
week,
Saturday,
Saturday.
and it's going to be a lot of fun.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Another look at the weather and traffic around the metro when Solar Daybreak returns.